Welcome to our presentation on adjectives. What exactly is an adjective? An adjective describes people, places, and things, and therefore is a word or a set of words that modify a noun or a pronoun. They may come before the word they modify, for example, that is a cute puppy, but they may also follow the word they modify. That puppy looks cute. Now you've heard what an adjective is and which function it has. We also know that it is mostly situated before a noun. But what happens if we have more than one adjective before a noun? In this case, the adjectives are normally used in a particular order. But how does the order look like? Let me show you an example. Which sentence is correct? She was a beautiful, tall, thin, young, black-haired Scottish woman, or she was a Scottish, black-haired, young, thin, tall, beautiful woman. We'll come back to that example in a second. There is a general rule for a particular order. This rule underlines that adjectives which describe opinions or attitudes usually come first, and then the more neutral and factual ones. Back to the example. The first sentence is right. It starts with an opinion, continues with neutral adjectives, and ends with factual ones. Besides the general rule, there is a more specific one. This rule states that if we don't want to emphasize any one of the adjectives, the most usual sequence of adjectives is opinion, size, shape, condition, age, color, pattern, origin, material, and purpose. To sum it up, first the adjectives that stand for an opinion, then those ones that show the size of the noun, then the ones that show the shape, condition, age, color, pattern, origin, material, and purpose. Here's another example. It is an ugly, small, thin, dirty, old, red, striped Italian cotton sleeping bag. Here's an overview of the correct order of adjectives. Just have a look. Now we want to explain how adjectives can be compared. When you compare the different quality of adjectives to each other, they enhance differently. For example, bright, brighter, brightest. Now there is the question how an adjective is enhanced the right way. Where are the differences coming from, and how can we differentiate the different models? First, it is important to know the 3 degrees of an adjective. The positive degree tells the mere existence of a quality. It is the simple form of the adjective and therefore does not compare. The second degree is the comparative, which compares 2 things or people to each other. It shows that there is one higher degree of the given quality. At last there is the superlative. This degree compares more than 2 people or things. It shows the existence of the highest degree of quality. Enhanced adjectives always organize this way, but there are different models for the formation of the different adjectives. We differentiate adjectives that add the suffixes er and est. For example, this is a cheap cup. This red lipstick is even cheaper. And my ice cream is the cheapest. Then we add r and st. This is a nice butterfly. Then this butterfly is even nicer. This butterfly is the nicest. And we also delete y and add ier and iest. For example, this boy is happy. He is even happier. He is happiest. We also double the final consonant. This elephant is big. This elephant is even bigger. This elephant is biggest. These adjectives usually consist of one or two syllables. Another model consists of the addition of more and most. Those adjectives have more than two syllables. And last but not least, there are the irregular forms. An example for more and most is the adjective expensive. Expensive, more expensive, and most expensive. This is an expensive watch, but a bike is even more expensive. I'd love to own a car, but it is most expensive. When it comes to the point when to decide which model to use, most people use a quite simple rule of thumb. If the word has one or two syllables, you can use the models of adding suffixes. If it has more than two syllables, use the model with more and most. This is a pretty good rule, but cannot be used in every case. See, for example, the words boring, stupid, recent. They consist of two syllables, but they are enhanced with the words more and most. So how come that these words do not form like other two-syllable adjectives? The answer is that the formation of the degrees of an adjective depends on the linguistic origin of the word. So when a word comes from the Anglo-Saxon, its conjunction is German, the simpler enhancement by adding the suffixes. When a word originates from the French, Greek, or Latin language, the Latin conjugation with the words more and most is used. Besides, there are also some adjectives that cannot be enhanced. For example, something that is ultimate or something absolute. Also, the word pregnant states a fact that cannot be compared. So the next time you compare the features of different people or things, you now know how to enhance them the right way. Use the syllable rule of thumb, but also learn the irregular and Latin originated words. Thank you for watching our video.